Act 2, Scene 3-4 of Faust, Part 2, by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, translated by Bayard Taylor. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Act 2, Scene 3-4 Rocky coves of the Aegean Sea. The moon delaying in the zenith. Sirens, couched upon the cliffs around, fluting and singing.
Though erewhile by spells nocturnal the Thessalian hags infernal downward drew, with guilt intended, look from where thine arch is bended on the multitudinous, splendid twinkles of the billowy ocean. Shine upon the throngs in motion, o'er the waters wild and free. To thy service vowed are we, fairest Luna, gracious be.
Nereids and Tritons, as wonders of the sea.
Call with clearer, louder singing, through the sea's broad bosom ringing. Call the tenants of the deep, when the storm swept unimpeded. We to stillest depths receded, forth at sound of song we leap.
See, delighted and elated, we ourselves have decorated.
With our golden crowns have crowned us, with our spangled girdles bound us. Chains and jewels hung around us. All our spoils which you purvey, treasures, here in shipwrecks swallowed. You have lured, and we have followed. You, the demons of our bay.
In the crystal cool, delicious, smoothly sport the happy fishes, pliant lives that nothing mar. Yet, ye festive crowds that gather, we today would witness rather that ye more than fishes are.
We, before we hither wandered, thoroughly the question pondered. Sisters, brothers, speed afar. Briefest travel, light endurance, yield the validest assurance that we more than fishes are.
They depart.
Off, they have left the place, steering away to Samothrace, vanished with favoring wind. What is their purpose there in the dreary domain of the lofty Kabiri? Gods are they, but the strangest crew, ever begetting themselves anew, and unto their own being blind. In thy meridian stay, Luna, graciously delay, that the night still embrace us, and the day not chase us.
Thales on the shore to Homunculus.
I fain would lead thee unto Nereus old, not distant are we from his cavern cold. But stubbornness is his delight, the peevish and repulsive wight. Howe'er the human race has tried, the grumblers never satisfied. Yet he the future hath unsealed, and men thereto their reverence yield, and give him honor in his station. Many his benefits have tasted.
Then let us try without more hesitation. My glass and flame will not at once be wasted.
Are human voices those that reach mine ear? At once my wrath is kindled, keen and clear. Aspiring forms that high as gods would ramble, yet ever damned their own selves to resemble. In ancient years could I divinely rest, yet was impelled to benefit the best. And when at last I saw my deeds completed, it fully seemed as were the work defeated.
And yet we trust thee, greybeard of the sea. Thou art the wise one, drive us not from thee. Behold this flame, in man's similitude. It yields itself unto thy counsel good.
What? Counsel? When did ever man esteem it? Wise words in hard ears are but lifeless lore, oft as the act may smite them when they scheme it. The people are as self-willed as before. How warned I Paris in paternal trust before a foreign woman woke his lust. Upon the Grecian strand he stood so bold, I saw in spirit, and to him foretold the smoky winds, the overwhelming woe, beams all ablaze, murder and death below, Troy's judgment day, held fast in lofty rhyme, a terror through 1,000 years of time. My words seemed sport unto the reckless one. His lust he followed. Fallen was Ilion, a giant carcass stiff and hacked with steel. To Pindus's eagles 'twas a welcome meal. Ulysses too, did I not presage the wiles of Circe and the Cyclops' rage? His paltering mind, his cruise in constant strain, and what not all, and did it bring him gain? Till him, though late, the favouring billow bore, a much-tossed wanderer, to the friendly shore.
Such conduct truly gives the wise man pain, and yet the good man once will try again, an ounce of gratitude his help repaying, tons of ingratitude he sees outweighing. And nothing trifling now we beg of thee, the boy here wishes to be born and be.
Let not my rarest mood be spoiled, I pray. Far other business waits for me today. I've hither bidden by the wave and breeze the graces of the sea, the Dorides. Olympus bears not, nor your lucent arch, such lovely forms in such a lightsome march. They fling themselves in wild and wanton dalliance from the sea dragons upon Neptune's stallions, blent with the element so freely, brightly, that even the foam appears to lift them lightly. In Venus's chariot shell with hues of mom comes Galatea, now the fairest born, who, since that Cyprus turned from us her face, in Phasos reigns as goddess in her place. Thus she, our loveliest, long since come to her own, as heiress, templed town, and chariot throne. Away! The father's hour of rapture clips hate from the heart, and harshness from the lips. Away to Proteus! Ask that wondrous man of beings and of transformation's plan.
He retires towards the sea.
We, by this step, gain nothing. One may meet Proteus, as straight he melts dissolving fleet. Though he remains, he only says that which confuses and astonishes. However, of such counsel thou hast need, so, at a venture, let us thither speed.
They depart. Sirens on the rocks above.
What is it that far advancing glides o'er the billows dancing? As when the winds are shifted, shine snowy sails uplifted, so shine they o'er the waters. Transfigured ocean daughters will clamber down, and near them behold their forms and hear them.
What in our hands we bear you, much comfort shall prepare you. Chilon's buckler giant shines with its forms defiant. They are gods that we are bringing, high songs must you be singing.
Small to the sight, great in their might, saviors of the stranded, ancient gods and banded.
We bring you the Kabiri, to festivals calm and cheery, for where their sway extendeth, Neptune the realm befriendeth, unchainable.
We yield to your claim. When a shipwreck came, irresistibly you protected the crew.
3 have we brought hither, the 4th refused us altogether. He was the right one, said he, their only thinker ready.
One god the other god smites with the scoffer's rod. Honor all grace they bring, fear all evil they fling.
7 are they, really?
Where then stay the other 3?
The truth we cannot gather, ask on Olympus rather. There pines the 8 forgotten, by no one ever thought on, in grace to us entreated, but not yet all completed. These incomparable, unchainable, are always further yearning, with desire and hunger burning for the unattainable.
These are our ways, the God's ways, sun, moon, or other blaze, we worship, for it pays.
Highest glory for us behold, leading these festals cheery.
The heroes of the ancient time fail of their glory prime, where and howe'er it may unfold. Though they have won the fleece of gold, ye the Kabiri.
Repeated as full chorus.
Though they have won the fleece of gold,
ye
the Kabiri.
The Nereids and Tritons move past.
These malformations, every one, had earthen pots for models. Against them now the wise men run and break their stubborn noddles.
That is the thing one wishes, just. The coin takes value from its rust.
Proteus, unperceived.
This pleases me, the old fable ranger. The more respectable, the stranger.
Where art thou, Proteus?
Proteus, speaking ventriloquially, now near, now at a distance.
Here, and here.
I pardon thee thine ancient jeer. Cheat not a friend with vain oration. Thou speakest, I know, from a delusive station.
Proteus, as if at a distance.
Farewell.
Thales, softly to Homunculus.
He is quite near, shine brilliantly. For curious as a fish is he, and in whatever form he hide, a flame will make him hither glide.
At once a flood of light I'll fling, yet softly lest the glass should spring.
Proteus, in the form of a giant tortoise.
What shines so fair, so graciously?
Thales, covering Homunculus.
Good. If thou wishest, canst thou nearer see. Be not annoyed to take a little trouble, and show thyself on a man's foundation double. What we disclose to whomsoever would see it, with our will only, by our favour, be it.
Proteus, in a noble form.
Still world-wise pranks thou failest to forget.
To change thy form remains thy pleasure yet.
He uncovers Homunculus. Proteus, astonished.
A shining dwarf, the like I ne'er did see.
He asks thy counsel, he desires to be. He is, as I myself have heard him say, the thing's a marvel, only born halfway. He has no lack of qualities ideal, but far too much of palpable and real. Till now the glass alone has given him weight, and he would fain be soon incorporate.
Thou art a genuine virgin's son, finished ere thou shouldst be begun.
Thales, whispering.
Viewed from another side, the thing seems critical. He is, methinks, hermaphroditical.
Then all the sooner 'twill succeed. Let him but start, 'twill be arranged with speed. No need to ponder here his origin. On the broad ocean's breast must thou begin. One starts there first within a narrow pale, and finds, destroying lower forms, enjoyment. Little by little then one climbs the scale, and fits himself for loftier employment.
Here breathes and blows a tender air, and I delight in the fragrance rare.
Yea, verily, my loveliest stripling, and farther on far more enjoyable. Around yon narrow spit the waves are rippling, the halo bright and undestroyable. There to the host we'll nearer be, now floating hither o'er the sea. Come with me there.
I'll go along.
A spirit purpose, triply strong.
End of Act 2, Scene 3-4. Act 2, Scene 3-5 of Faust Part 2 by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, translated by Bayard Taylor. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Act 2, Scene 3-5. Telchins of Rhodes, on seahorses and sea dragons, wielding Neptune's trident.
We forged for old Neptune the trident that urges to smoothness and peace the refractory surges. When Jove tears the clouds of the tempest asunder, it is Neptune encounters the roll of the thunder. The lightnings above may incessantly glow, but wave upon wave dashes up from below.
And
all that between them the terrors overpower, long tossed and tormented the deep shall devour. And thence he hath lent us his sceptre today, now float we contented in festal array.
Sirens.
You to Helios consecrated, to the bright day's blessing fated. Yon to this high hour we hail, Luna's worship shall prevail.
Telchines.
O loveliest goddess, by night overfolded, thou hearest with rapture thy brother exalted. To listen to roads thou wilt lean from the skies, to him there the paeans eternally rise. When the day he begins, when he ends its career, his beam is the brightest that falls on us here. The mountains, the cities, the sea and the shore are lovely and bright to the God they adore. No mist hovers over us, and should one appear, a beam and a breeze, and the island is clear. There Phoebus his form may by hundreds behold, colossal as youth, as the gentle, the bold. For we were the first whose devotion began to shape the high gods in the image of man.
Proteus.
But leave them to their boasting, singing. Beside the holy sunbeams bringing all life, their dead works are a jest. They melt and cast with zeal impassioned, and what they once in bronze have fashioned, they think it something of the best. These proud ones are at last made lowly. The forms of gods that stood and shone were by an earthquake overthrown, and long since have been melted wholly. This earthly toil, whatever it be, is never else than drudgery. A better life the waves declare thee, and now to endless seas shall bear thee Proteus dolphin.
He transforms himself.
'Tis done, behold, unto thy fairest fortune waken, upon my back shalt thou be taken, and wedded to the ocean old.
Thales.
Yield to the wish so wisely stated, and at the source be thou created. Be ready for the rapid plan, there by eternal canons wending, through thousand mirrored forms ascending, thou shalt attain, in time, to man.
Homunculus mounts the Proteus dolphin.
In spirit seek the watery distance, boundless shall there be thine existence, and where to move thy will be free. But struggle not to higher orders, once man, within the human borders, then all is at an end for thee.
That's as it haps, it is no ill fate, in one's own day to be true man and great.
Proteus to Thales.
Some one perchance of thine own kind, their lives continue long, I find, for with thy pallid phantom peers, I've seen thee now for many 100 years.
Sirens on the rocks.
See what rings of cloudlets gliding round the moon in circles play. They are doves whom love is guiding, with their wings as white as day. Paphos hither sends them fleetly, all her ardent birds to us, and our festival completely crowns with purest rapture thus.
Nereus advancing to Thales.
Though some nightly wanderer's vision deem yon ring an airy spectre, we the spirits with decision entertain a view correcter. They are doves, whose convoy gathers round my daughter's chariot shell, with a flight of wondrous spell learned in old days of the fathers.
That I also think is best, which the true man comfort gives, when in warm and peaceful nest something holy for him lives.
Scilly and Marcy on sea hulls, sea heifers, and sea rams.
In hollow caves on Cyprus' shore, by the sea god still unbattered, not yet by seismos shattered, by eternal winds breathed o'er, and still as in days that are measured, contented and silently pleasured, the chariot of Cyprus we've treasured. By the murmurs, the nightly vibrations, o'er the waves and their sweetest pulsations, unseen to the new generations, the loveliest daughter we lead. We fear not, as lightly high on, either eagle or wing-lifted lion, either crescent or cross, though the sky it emboss, though it changefully triumphs and flashes, in defeat to forgetfulness dashes, lays the fields and the cities in ashes. Straightway with speed, the loveliest of mistresses forth we lead.
Lightly moved with paces graver, circle round the car again. Line on line in woven waver, snake-like in a linking chain. Stalwart Nereids, come enring us, rudest women wild and free. Tender Dorides, ye bring us, her, the mother of the sea. Galatea, godlike woman, worthiest immortality, yet like those of lineage human, sweet with loving grace is she.
Dorides in chorus, mounted on dolphins, passing Nereus.
Lend us, Luna, light and shadow, show this youthful flower and fire, for we bring beloved spouses, praying for them to our sire.
To Nereus.
They are boys whom we have rescued from the breaker's teeth of dread. They on reeds and mosses bedded, back to light and life we led. Now must they with glowing kisses thank us for the granted blisses on the youths thy favour shed.
Lo now, what double gains your deed requite? You show compassion, and you take delight.
If thou praisest our endeavour, Father, grant the fond request. Let us hold them fast forever on each young immortal breast.
Take joy in what you finely captured, and shape to me the youthful crew. I cannot grant the boon enraptured which only Zeus can give to you. The billows, as they heave and rock you, allow to love no firmer stand. So when these fancies fade and mock you, send quietly the youths to land.
Fair boys, we must part, forsooth, yet we love you, we vow it. We have asked for eternal truth, but the gods will not allow it.
We sailor boys, if still you would give love as first you gave it. We've never had a life so good, and would not better have it.
Galatea approaches on her chariot of shell.
'Tis thou, my darling.
O sire, what delight! Linger, ye dolphins, I cling to the sight.
Already past, they swiftly wander on, in circling courses wheeling. What care they for the heart's profoundest feeling? Ah, would they took me with them yonder! Yet a single glance can cheer all the lifelong barren year.
Hail, all hail, with newer voices, how my spirit rejoices! By the true and the beautiful penetrated, from water was everything first created. Water doth everything still sustain. Ocean, grant us thine endless rain. If the clouds thou wert sending not, the swelling streams wert spending not, the winding rivers bending not, and all in thee were ending not, could mountains and plains and the world itself be, the freshest existence is nourished by thee.
Echo, chorus of the collective circles.
The freshest existence flows ever from thee.
They turn and wheel again afar. No longer face to face they are. in linking circles wide extending, in their festive dances blending. The countless cohorts now appear, but Galatea's chariot shell. Still I see, and see it well. It shines like a star through the crowds entwining. Love from the tumult still is shining. Though ne'er so far, it shimmers bright and clear, ever true and near.
This softly heaving brine on, whatever I may shine on, is all with beauty crowned.
Within this moisture living, thy lamp now first is giving a clear and splendid sound.
What mystery new mid the crowds that are wheeling is now to our vision its wonders revealing? What flames round the shell at the fleet of the Queen, now flaring in force, and now shining serene, as if by the pulses of love it were fed?
Homunculus is it, by Proteus misled, and these are the signs of imperious yearning, the presage of swelling, impatiently spurning. He'll shiver his glass on the glittering throne, he glows and he flashes, and now he hath flown.
What fiery marvel the billows enlightens, as one on the other is broken and brightens! It flashes and wavers and hitherward plays. On the path of the night are the bodies ablaze, and all things around are with flames overrun. Then Eros be ruler, who all things begun. Hail, ye waves! Hail, sea unbounded, by the holy fire surrounded! Water, hail! Hail, fire the splendid! Hail, adventure rarely ended!
Hail, ye airs that softly flow! Hail, ye caves of earth below! Honored now and evermore, be the elemental four!
End of Act 2, Scene 3-5.